Good morning. Well, we're a couple of days to um, Trump. Uh, can't even say it. Inauguration when he gets sworn in to be the president of the United States. Um, uh, I find it very scary because I've seen a trend um, in a lot of policies uh, and regulations. Um, Not only being ignored in Congress and other ones that are getting a lot of attention. I don't think they deserve the attention they get. So um, I braided my hair before I went to bed. Even from naturally curly hair, naturally kinky hair. It and this you sweat and he gets naughty, gets ratty. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm so scared. I'm so like down. It's because of some of the things that they've been saying. I say are unconstitutional, and I was alluding to. I've seen a pattern in like the last I want to say 30 years, but we'll say 20, 25 years. With the court systems and with our politics, and the last 8 years um, with the Republican Congress, we've seen a pattern of them not working. I guess they want to make Obama look bad by them not doing anything to help. And so they want to undo everything Obama did. So, like, I don't know if that's going to take them 4 years to undo this. And at the same time, the rest of the world keeps on ticking, things keep happening, issues keep up. You know what I'm saying? Like, with other people that understand the propaganda that is motivating the Republicans to be in sort of a racist, hypocritical, narcissistic type of policy making. Um, we'll use this as a wedge to come in and do mayhem. And we had mayhem happen with Clinton administration, because like that's when we have the privatization of the prisons. That's when we had the policies that led to the downfall of the housing industry and the stock market drop. Um, uh, Excuse me, Bush and Clinton, both of those administrations. Uh, um, so if they want to go back to doing that damage, and and then like the Republicans like, oh, we want to go back to, you know, I guess to like to some like, oh, when America was great. I don't know when this time is, but if they want to like go back in history, okay, it's like you got the ones that are neo Nazis. So it seems they want to go back to a war-ridden time, a time of famine, a time of markets crash, the economy, it uh, uh, long last recession, depression, um, where income inequality is the norm, um, and where judging somebody because of their sexual orientation, the color of their skin, uh, uh, and not by their content, um, it had a lot of strife and friction in our community. And you can look back at some of the things that was done during like the time they want to go back to, like white America wants to go back to, where there's uh, a lot of murdering of people that was different than them, um, uh, robbing and taking from these people, um, and gelling them and having them on like work forms, uh, and all this stuff, you could sort of still see is sort of in the fabric of today's society. So, and people have been working harder to make life better, and make our opposed to, you know, and I think that a lot of the because of our school system being giving out misinformation, us being misinformed and about a lot of issues, that they're gravely mistaken, and they're gravely mistaken if they think that taking away people's like health care is going to benefit the public. Like I said, there's like a lady right across the street from me. She had brain cancer. Thank God, they do have came a long way in the study of cancer. She's doing good. Now, my mom's cousin, my cousin down the street here, I guess another cousin up here, the cancer. The lady across the street from the cancer. Um, uh, there's dialysis. Anyway, so I don't know how long they could stay on dialysis. Um, uh, I know people around here and good people. Tragic childhood experiences. Like uh, warped away. Somebody looking at them in a judgmental way uh, might comprehend some of their actions. Especially if you're in pain and looking at your death, death, having to come with I don't know how to say it, to come with grips with those reality. I find that and the redoing of the Social Security, I think instead of like getting rid of this, we should be more focused on getting teen jobs. And I'm not saying like, oh well, like McDonald's, like you're still 40 years old and you're still working there. No, I'm talking about getting the teens back at work, um, and bringing businesses back here, which I think that we have an excellent time if we're thinking about looking towards the future instead of just wanting to go look at the past. If you look at the future, you know, uh, yeah, maybe the oil companies and all that are so powerful and they run stuff, but do we really have any choices but to go green? Do we really have any choices to recycle? Like my Aunt Lurleen, I swear to God, her her in the group that she grew up in, to me they were original recycles. I mean, like if they had rice bags or flour bags, they would use them for the backings of quilts, their old clothing they would make quilt from. Just about anything it that they got really before it got like not used, um, because of their uh, the way they were raised. They was more um, I want to say clever, curious. Like how things might work a different way, and and um, inventive, artistic. I remember Irma Jean and Lurleen's only daughter. Um, she would do amazing things with aluminum foil and like old boxes and stuff like that. Not the aluminum foil on the old boxes, but I've seen her like shape some things for like what it wasn't used for with aluminum foil. Been like those old like the heavier like cans that they had. They were a little heavier, but uh, So I've seen people do you wouldn't even recognize what they. But I guess like the modern day example is like we do have people that are like know how to make bombs out of 2 liters, bottles, um, that know how to take uh, sinus medicine and break it down to be a speed. So we do have people that still have that type of inventive, but we need them. We That's what we need. We need to get not to make bombs or to make crystal meth or Molly or any of that stuff, but to make reusable energy, to go more wireless, um, to and there's so many different ways to go green, to go wireless, to so many different forms of reusable energy that we know about, even from using corn to using sun, water, wind, and all these things could be just as profitable as oil has been, you know. And I think that's the way to go, is to get the young people back at work, and the young people that go back and work with more inventive and ideas. Get them motivated in school, get them to where they understand the science better. That was my thing that I did very well in science. It passed me through all the way through everything. Science is not that hard. And by the way, my experiment with the butternut squash is doing good. The apple tree and the other little tree I started did very bad. So I'll probably have to read on how to start a tree from a seed. But it's fun. You have failures, and like that's what being human is sometimes you have failures, but you learn from those failures, and and I do have plants. They moved around anyway, a lot of them, and like my garden was looking not. It was looking pretty good the first year after and early, because it was pretty much you know uh but her flowers and everything. But my garden's starting to get better. So with practice, read up on it, and get as much information as you can about something. Even if you're not good at it at first. Well, we came in this world not knowing anything, so you know. All I'm saying is that we got Trump, and that's getting ready to get sworn in, and their ideas are nothing like the ideas I just mentioned. Their ideas is going to be more devastating, more harmful, and it may be in some ways some Christians are looking to destroy the earth so like they could go to a better place or whatnot. And I have to say that, one of the things that was great about the Constitution was the freedom of religion. And I think that that is something that we have to recognize. It's not only Christian religion, not only Muslim religion, not only Jewish religion, but some of us is the religions of the soul, the spirit, and the mind. And then, and you know, and in that sense, it's like when I'm not the type of person that wants to go give some canned goods to the hungry. I would rather give them seeds and some plants, and maybe a tree already started, an apple tree. But what I'm saying. And also during that time of waiting for that to grow, yes, subsidize them, but you know what I'm saying? Give them a fishing pole. Give them some seeds. Give them some plants. You know, give them the ability to do for themselves. And I think that's what we have to, you be able to give to our children and of tomorrow. And I think they deserve to have a planet that's not polluted. That we're not every day counting down how many people are getting killed, how many animals are going extinct. So we have 4 years of going backwards and regressing, uh, 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 and having our America's growth retarded. Retarded. Oh, I'm so scary.